So, the video you're about to watch till the end, because it's all very important, is going to completely clear me of all allegations in hitting Megan Zelli, brutally assaulting her, choking her, clotheslining her, maliciously attacking her in any way, and it clears me of kissing another girl behind my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend. Alyssa's back. I'm about to do an interview with a former member of Team 10. He resigned today. Immediately after he did so, he called me on the phone. It's the first time I've ever spoken to him aside from that night, because yes, he was at Warwick. He was there for all of this. He called me, and the phone call surprised the fuck out of me. I'm referring to Max Beaumont of Team 10. He called me, and you guys are about to find out exactly what he said. Let's get into the interview. All right, guys, so I'm in a Skype call right now with someone who is a part of Team 10, as well as was there, present, a witness to everything that happened on the night that I allegedly assaulted Megan Zelli, who was the assistant of Jake Paul. I've told him that I'm recording. He knows I'm recording. I told him that this is going to be on my YouTube channel. He knows this. His name is Max Beaumont. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Beaumont, just to give you guys a little bit of backstory. Other than that night, never talked to him. I talked to him a little bit at Warwick, and then he called me randomly today, and he told me his side of everything, and I asked him if he'd be comfortable with coming on. And again, Max, I really appreciate this. This means the world to me, and you know more than anything else, I just want to get the record straight. So.
As do I.
Okay, so yeah, this is Max. Just to give you guys some clarification, this is the person I referred to in my videos who was at the table, also a part of Team 10, feeding the alcohol and stuff, and we'll get into that. We'll get more into that part in a little bit, but just raw and exactly how you saw things. Explain to me your view of the night and how everything went down.
Right, so before we even start, I just wanted to say that a lot of people are saying I took Team 10 out of my bio today. A lot of people are saying I quit. As you know, I sent you some proof that just says that I actually personally decided to leave because of what I'm about to say. That was the only way that I was allowed to come out and basically say this. Okay. So with that being said, I'm down to get right into it. So I was at Warwick on Wednesday. I was with Megan. I was with another friend of ours. The first thing that I want to make very clear is I did not see you kiss anybody that night.
Thank you. Okay. Because I didn't kiss anybody. But thank you for saying that. Okay, continue. Let's get into everything from your point of view.
Cool. Second thing, I did not see you assault anybody that night.
Including Megan Zelli.
Including Megan Zelli, okay. I did not see you assault anything that night.
And
third thing,
I'd like to touch on that point really quick, and just how, like, Max, you said you've been really good friends with her for like how long now?
I have known this girl since I was like 13. This has been like 7+ years of friendship, which is what makes this so hard for me to do.
Yeah, I understand
that. And you can hear my voice cracking. Like, this has been like one of my best friends all of my life.
And when Max called me, he told me, he said, it's been such a struggle for me over the past few days because I've seen this all go down and I've felt really bad for you. But at the same time, like, I knew that if I had come forward and said anything about this, that all my friendships, all my best friends weren't going to be my friends anymore. And this was going to completely ruin my relationship with Team 10. And this was going to ruin my relationship with Megan. But you said you had to come forward because, why did you decide to come forward to me and call me?
Truthfully, I'm very much under the belief that everybody should be treated innocent until proven guilty. And when I say proven guilty, I mean by like hard evidence, footage, like multiple pieces of hard evidence. It should not be words. And not only am I coming forward because of that, but I'm coming forward because like you said, I was actually with you that night. I would have an idea of how you were acting that night, and I would have an unbiased opinion because of the fact that was a part of Team 10.
Can I get some intimate details on how I was acting? As descriptive as you can be, how was I acting? How did I act toward you? How did you see me acting toward other people? What was I doing?
Okay, so I went up to you and I went up to Taylor that night. And the reason I went up is I wanted to tell you guys that despite all the drama that's been going on with my best friend, I still respected you and I still respected your content. I was not expecting what happened next. You literally gave me a hug. You put your arm around me. You thanked me. You immediately took me in. And like, that was shocking to me. You weren't aggressive towards me, which I thought was a real possibility. You weren't like upset. You weren't running to security and being like, get this guy out of here. You were nothing but nice to me.
Yeah, and the people that know me behind the scenes of the YouTube stuff, I know I give off this animated, crazy personality and stuff. I got tattoos, and I'm a little bit on the vulgar side of things. And a lot of people have come to me who meet me in real life, and they say one of two things. They say, one, I can't believe how similar you are in so many ways to your YouTube videos. But then again, number two, I can't believe like how nice of a person you are and how genuine of a guy you are. And that lines up with pretty much everybody that's ever met me. And honestly, I was pretty far gone that night. I don't remember all the fine details, but but I definitely, it's in the realm of possibilities that I gave you a hug and brought you into the table and just wanted to have fun. Because again, like I said, this was the first time I was out in 2 nights. My whole thing, I told all my friends, guys, I just want to take a load off. I want to forget all this stuff that's going on, and I want to just have fun. And that's exactly what I intended to do. I never intended for any of this to happen. I never asked for any of this to happen.
Me neither.
Another question that again, Max, seriously, thank you so much. Guys, I want to stress the fact I did not reach out to him. I thought fully he's on that side of things. I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to let the legal stuff unfold, and when I have to speak with him, I will. But he reached out to me, and he told me this stuff, and it really, like, you're a good dude. Like, you really are a good dude for this.
Thank you.
And, yeah, I want to get into more of the details just so we can clear this stuff up. This shouldn't take long.
Sure. Yeah.
Did they tell you that they saw me kissing anybody that night?
Yes.
That night? The night of?
Yeah, Megan told me. I didn't see it.
Okay, and why do you think, like, did she show you who I was kissing?
No.
Okay.
Like, so that's literally like a word against a word. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Just to give everybody a heads up, too, and to let you know, I told you this already. Since this went down, I've had the footage revised over and over and over by everybody that I know that could do it right now. Until we get a subpoena, until we press this more legally, we're not going to get the security footage. We're not going to be able to share it with you. We might never be able to share it publicly with you, but lawyers are definitely going to be able to take a look at it. I'm definitely going to be able to take a look at it. And the management of Warwick and the ownership of Warwick has already seen it. They've went through it multiple times from multiple different camera angles. They have followed myself and Megan through the whole night, and they've cleared me of both because I insisted on this. At first, they only cared about the legal stuff, obviously, the club liability. They don't care about finding somebody kissing somebody. There's no legal, like, bound to me against me for something like that. But I insisted that they look for that, and they cleared me of both of those things. So I'm fully confident.
I also have to say that, like, you were excited to see Alyssa. Like, when you, like, you were just literally, like, when I was talking to you, you were like, I have to go get my girl. Like, it just, like, for me, it was like you were super excited to see Alyssa. You weren't in, like, it didn't seem like you were in, like, a place where you would have gone and done something like that.
Yeah, okay. In that night, did Megan tell you that I assaulted her?
Okay, so Megan
specifically... Yeah, please explain in detail, and don't miss anything, and don't... Again, I told you before we started recording.
Yeah.
Like, the fine details and everything about this in complete transparency, whether it's in my favor or their favor, doesn't matter. Just be completely honest. What 100%. Was that? What was that like, the exchange of information between he hit me and yourself?
After I left your table, and I walked back around to where we and Megan and everybody else was sitting, I found Megan, and she said that, if I remember correctly, she said that she ran into you and that she got a bruise from you, but that she knew was an accident, that you didn't know who she was, and that it was just a crazy coincidence that she happened to, like, be the person that, like, ran into you. She didn't get into details. She said that she knew it was an accident.
Did she seem distressed or scared or, like, worried that I was going to attack her or anything?
Honestly, no. I'm going to tell you, I didn't even hear about this again until I saw Jake's video. I forgot it happened until I saw Jake's video.
Now, this is a very, very important. What he just said is very important, possibly the most important part of this video. So she said specifically she got a bruise from me in the same night, like at Warwick, at the table?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to touch on the fact that it's literally impossible, it's physically impossible to be struck and within 20 minutes have a visible bruise on your body. It reddens first, it'll take about a day or two to bruise into purple.
Okay, so she showed me some bruise on her neck that night, I remember it.
Okay, so what that tells me is that bruise did not come from me, because it's physically impossible for it to come. Do you know if Megan has any history with, is she anemic? Does she bruise easily that you know?
I don't. I mean, there were some tweets about it.
Yeah, I've had friends in the past who are anemic. It's much more common in girls. It's basically like you could press your thumb on a part of their body with a little bit of force and it will bruise the next day or in the next 2 days. And I was just curious because she did tweet out, I have 5 to 10 mysterious bruises at all times on my body, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's really all I wanted from you. And again, now I just want to touch on Axe as a person. I know the next morning I did feel like something happened. I did feel like I got drugged or something had happened. And I did say that before I put the pieces together, that he was at the table, that this stuff with Meg happened. I suspected that from the very beginning. But I can honestly say, Max, honestly, after you came forward and talked to me about it, I don't think that you're responsible for anything like that. It doesn't sound like you had malicious intent. And I feel like if I was hugging you and stuff and all that stuff, I don't think that that's what was happening. I don't know if I picked up a drink from somewhere else. I don't know what happened. Like I said in my first video, I don't know much about what had happened with Megan or if I had been drugged, because I don't. I didn't say it because I knew that I did something crazy and I wanted some outs. That's not what it was at all. And also, like you said, you didn't spend any money. That is true as well. I don't know what got lost in translation, but like when I go to Warwick, they treat me like gold. Like they give us bottles and stuff, and I don't have to pay for a single drink. And Max came over to our table and we already had the bottle stuff handled. I don't know who paid for it. I show up, I have fun, and that's that. But I fully believe that as well. I mean, records, any bank records or anything could prove that easily, so I couldn't see why you would pick that part to be false about. Camera cut out, my memory card was full, and we got Max back on. Sorry, he wanted to touch on something else about the night.
Yeah, no, you're good. Taylor said that I asked him for coke that night. I don't know if that was one of my friends. I don't know if that was someone else at the table. I didn't ask him for that. I just wanted to touch on that and clear that up. And otherwise, if you have any more questions or anything like that,
I have one last question, and then I just want to close it out. And be as honest as you want. You can decline to answer or whatever. But just for myself, because I'm sure everybody else is gonna be curious about this as well. Do you, as a person who has seen this all go down, as somebody who was there that night, between me and you, everything that you've consumed about the situation thus far, do you believe that I did this?
I do not believe that you intentionally assaulted this girl.
Okay. Do you?
I believe that if anything, you accidentally bumped into her. I can't explain the bruise, and she's my best friend for 7 years, so it's so hard for me to say this, but I do not, the way that I saw you that night, I do not see how it was a possibility that you went from this nice guy who came over and gave me a hug to someone who started swinging at her afterwards. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. And just one more thing. Do you believe that I kissed somebody that night?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much, Max. Again, I really want to stress this, guys. You're a great dude. This is much more different than being a good person and helping an old lady across the street, or just your everyday good person. Like, if you have proven nothing else in this video, you've proven that you're a good dude. You came forward against all of these people, and again, you told me you're super worried about the fact that you know that all these people are, you had all these friends, and now that's going to fuck up that relationship. And this is going to make so many complications for you, and it would have been 1,000 times easier for you not to say this, but you did, and I appreciate it. And honestly, dude, your part in all of this legally is going to be so much easier moving forward, and you'll be happy that you did this. I'm sorry for anything that you're gonna have to go through over the next week, 2 weeks, month, but I promise you in the end you'll feel better about doing this, and I really appreciate it, Max. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. I mean, I don't even, at the end of the day, this was more important to me than keeping those friendships. I didn't want, that's the reason I didn't speak out before this, because I didn't want to be associated with it when I was there. And anyway, so thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me share my side of the story, and I hope everything gets cleared up.
Awesome, Max. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.
Of course. Bye.
Okay, so while I didn't show security footage or any physical proof, I feel as though this is enough proof for you guys to completely clear me as an innocent man, because as I said in the interview, at this point in time we need a subpoena for the security footage. It's going to be a lengthy process. It's going to take a minute. It's going to happen, but I think this, piled on with everything else that I've said and done up to this point, I think it clears me. And I think that if you don't agree with that, the 0.0001% that still may think I do this is what I have to say to you. You can fuck off. You can leave. I don't care about your opinion. You mean nothing to me. I am beyond pissed off. I am beyond ready to pursue this to the absolute fullest degree. I am going to make absolute sure that not only does this never happen to myself again, but this never happens to anybody ever again. This is going to be huge. I am going to press this to the furthest degree legally. I'm going to make absolute sure the company of Team 10, Jake Paul, Erica Costello, and Megan Zelli pay for what they did to me. This is not a joke. This is no laughing matter. And while the drama and the attack on people's characters, that is gonna stop. I'm done with that, done with the drama. This has just begun. You cannot do what these people did to me. These people could have ruined my whole entire life. Everything that I've worked for up to this point, they could have absolutely ruined it. They could have ruined my relationship with my girlfriend. They could have ruined all my friendships. I'm a shareholder in multiple different companies. They could have destroyed that. Everything that I am, every part of my success in life has to do with who I am, my integrity, my word, and everything that makes me me. Because why I am where I am is because I am Banks, and they tried to destroy that, and it's not fucking cool. I'd like to touch on 2 more things before I wrap up this video, and I'm done with this forever. I want to say, 1, the security footage has been reviewed. It has been by Warwick, a neutral party whose only interest is to get to the bottom of this and the truth of this. They have told me I am cleared. There's no indication of me assaulting anyone, and there's no indication of me kissing anyone. And 2, I would like to touch on Erica Costell and her moral high ground. I'm so awesome and I'm so about everybody's rights and I'm so for everyone. You're for yourself and everyone sees right through that. They see directly through you, and I couldn't be happier about that. You made some more serious allegations on your own channel along with Jake's channel. You made a video a couple days ago targeting Keemstar for making fun of abuse. When he wasn't making fun of abuse, he was making fun of you guys falsely accusing me of abuse. Because just like Keemstar said, nothing could hurt victims worse than someone lying about this shit. Because when someone lies about this shit, they get hammered into the fucking ground just like you're about to be. And when that happens, that truly scares victims. Oh my God, that could happen to me. I really shouldn't speak out because if I do, I could end up like Erica Costell. You're in for a fucking treat, Erica. You really are. Guys, Keemstar put out a challenge for Erica. He said that if you really believe this, if you truly believe this to your core, that Ricky did this to Megan, then put your channel on the line. Put it on the line. If he did this and the security footage proves that I assaulted Megan Zelli as described in your video, I clotheslined her, I grabbed her by the neck, and I dragged her through the club. If I did that, Keemstar will leave YouTube forever, and so will I. But Erica, if it isn't like that, if it isn't how you described, if I didn't assault Megan Zelli, then you have to leave. You have to leave. You need to leave YouTube. I don't like you. I told myself I wouldn't get emotional about this. I told myself I would keep composure, and I would do my best to just keep a positive attitude. This has destroyed me over the past few days. I haven't been able to make any videos. I haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been able to eat. This has destroyed my life for the past 5 days. And I can honestly say right now, I'm over it. So much weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Max, thank you. And I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm innocent. For everybody from the single second of this, I saw all of you. I saw every single one of you. I will never forget that, and I will always have your back. I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. For the people who thought I initially did it and switched positions as the information and the evidence started to pile on, I fuck with you too. You're okay. And I appreciate the fuck out of you too, and I love you. Because it takes a lot to admit that you were wrong and to switch your position. It does. For the people, like I said, who still think I did something wrong, suck my fucking dick. It's been your boy Banks. Peace the fuck out.